Hey guys, this is Brianville back with part 9 of my At the Gates Let's Play. We have a new clan. They are reclusive and tough. So reclusives cannot be trained in social professions, but the time to train for active professions is halved. They also will never commit theft or engage in brawls. However, they are tough and damage suffered in combat is halved. I think this guy would be a good military unit. We'll train him up once we settle this our settlement again. I want to drop this over by the river so we can build up our trader, or so that our trader can establish himself somewhere. Let's see. Trading post must be constructed within our control and where two rivers meet or where a river empties into the water. So to get our borders there, we're going to move our settlement over here, and while we're here, we're going to establish ourselves on the coast and then start exploring the coast. We're also probably going to need some military units to clear this bandit camp. So let's move over this way. Oh, oops. Did I? Okay, well, we've exhausted all our movement here. We'll do that next turn. Where is our spearman? He's way up here. Let's bring him home as quickly as possible. And did we also have a hunter around here? I believe our hunter is collecting something way up to the north. Yeah. Working on foraging from that herd of cattle. Okay, so we have identified, or we will work on identifying this deposit. And we also have our miner here to set up mining that once our digger is done. So we'll get them to skip and wait for the next turn. Okay, so let's drop down over here and unpack, and then we'll see training post. Probably one more over, but I don't want to be captured by that bandit, so let's just retreat a little for now. Let's hide in the settlement. And while we're here, we'll go and train up the best military unit we can, which at the moment is the archer. Really? Do I? Okay, I can train spearmen. Maybe I'll quickly research men-at-arms, since I should be able to build that out. We need steel weapons and normal armor. So we do have 10 armor, but we don't have any steel weapons, and the next caravan arrives in 6 turns. So yeah, maybe a quick lancer. We don't have enough weapons for that. Okay, so fine, a spearman. That'll be just fine. Should I research men-at-arms though? No. We'll go back to working on the inventor, was it? Yes. Okay, so we'll make another spearman. How are we doing with identifying this deposit? Identifying next turn. So we'll just have this guy wait here. Our spearmen we do want to bring home, especially... Oh, I think we get supply from our ally. That's cool. And over in our settlement, we're going to train up a spearman. Do we... Oh, we don't have enough weapons. Do I have... We do have weaponsmith. Alright, let's train one of these guys as a weaponsmith. Reclusive, no desires, versus this guy who is slow and lazy. Well, he won't engage in any brawls, so that's good. But 5 turns to train a weaponsmith. Okay, I guess. Can we train up an archer instead? Yes, we can. Alright, let's train an archer. That'll be this guy, who is tough. Okay, train up a quick archer. And then between the archer and the spearman, that should be enough to deal with these bandits. And then in 5 turns, we'll be able to buy a bunch of weapons. Oh, and we also want to increase our clan limit. Increased clan limit is going to cost us 20 cloth now, and we do have 51 cloth, so let's go and do that now. We also have a new clan that's joined us. Clan Woot is easily cold, so we'll probably want to keep them in our settlement or in a permanent structure. And then they're also, oh, Haggler, increasing treasure production from trading post. Cool. So if we can build more than one trading post, I'd be happy to do that as well. So our digger has identified a coal mine. What I really want is a new source of iron, but this is fine. The digger still has 2 movement points left. Do I have other resources to investigate? No, not at present. We'll just have him wander off into the snow, and we can set up... Do I even want another source of coal? We're producing 3 coal per turn right now. We have... Let's see... The coal we can turn into more stone blocks via the brick maker. Yeah, I guess we've got plenty of stone blocks, so I think building a coal shaft will be fine. Okay, coal shaft mine, and this spearman, his supply is critical. We'll want to get him back into our territory right away. We've met Samo of the Slavs. We apparently have a good relationship with him. He just gave us 10 treasure, and we can give him a gift. I don't think I want to give him food just now, since we're not entirely sure if we're going to get food from the caravan, and I don't want to have to retrain any of my clans to be able to butcher any of our animals just yet. We do have a decent stockpile of other resources, so I think we can get away with giving this guy some treasure. And we have 10 leverage, so we can make an alliance with this guy as well. Alright, so we've made alliances with 2 factions. How many people have we met so far? Quite a few. So we're allied with these guys, I believe. I wish the different clans were announced by their color, but I don't think they are. Are we... Okay, the Goths and the Alemanni. So we are we in alliance with these guys? Yes, so we're in alliance with the orange guys and with some folks who are pretty far away, the Slavs. I don't know where their lands are. But that's fine. We're gonna build up a fleet to scout at least in 2 directions by water. We'll find where the Romans are, and we'll eventually have an army to go and meet them. Maybe maybe they're down here. The guys who just made an alliance with the Slavs. Okay, anyways, next turn. And while we're researching inventors, maybe I should be researching the sailing technologies. So those would be galleys. Yeah, let's quickly research galleys. For galleys, we need boards and cloth. I'll probably buy those when the caravan arrives. We have a diplomatic message. They are not so happy with us right now. That's interesting. I guess if we're going to start building up our military, that would give us something to do if we want to go and explore Goth territory while capturing some of their resources. We've identified a grove of fruit trees. That's cool. And yeah, I think the spearman does want to come south. What's the fastest way to get back to the settlement? Let's go and we'll dig in for now. Meanwhile, this miner, I did want to go and build that coal shaft. And the Reaper should not be exploring in the winter, so you come home. And here, maybe next turn we'll train a galley, but for now, this guy wants to stay home, maybe eventually become a trader. I wonder if I can have two trading posts beside each other. I guess there would be no harm in training two of them anyways. So 4 turns to train Iwut as a trader. She is a haggler, so that should be quite good. Okay, so the bandits decide to attack our archer, and we did have a slight defensive bonus from digging in, so that was a very nice way of dealing with that bandit. We lost almost no health, only 1%, and now we can check out that camp. The Reaper, the Reaper could be retrained as perhaps a farmer to go and make ourselves a vineyard over there. And did we have a hunter as well? No, we don't. Okay, this archer. Our hunter has exhausted that supply of cattle. Let's see. Okay, our supply is low. Let's get back into our territory, and maybe we'll just go and fortify on this salt mine until winter is over. Okay, so we've got the galley. None of these help us with maritime exploration, so let's go back to finish researching inventors. Ooh, we've got another clan. Since we got that Master of Ceremonies, I believe. Yeah. We've been recruiting clans quite rapidly. So this guy is loyal and nomadic. 2 levels in livestock. And we'll be upset if they aren't in livestock. Okay, we can train him to be a rancher. I guess for now, we'll train him as a whatever the profession is that will let him identify these animals. But let's quickly go and see if we can clear that camp. Meanwhile, is it still cold out here? It is still cold out here. Okay, so this digger, I don't mind if he does lose a few hit points to the lack of supply from the cold. Walk around this way. Meanwhile, we'll just dig in and wait for the lands to warm up a bit. Okay, this digger supply exhausted. I'll just go back to our borders. Meanwhile, ooh, our Reaper is at 20 health. I think I will retrain our... So every time a clan is retrained in a new profession, I think their health goes back to 100%. So that might be the best thing for us. This attack will leave us with only a few cuts and bruises. So yeah, let's try to clear this barbarian camp. I guess I'll have to wait for next turn. We also have the caravan arriving next turn, and we'll buy up enough resources so that we can train some more elaborate military units. We also want to make sure that we have enough to build up a actual useful trading post. So let's see if we can stand over here. Trading depot requires no movement points left, otherwise that is a legal spot. That's good to know. And let's have our other trader. Did we have? Yes, we'll have him leave and move over to here and see if that's a legal spot. Needs to be where a river empties into water. I wonder if we can build 2 trading posts on either side of the river, and or if there will be any drawbacks to that. Okay, the caravan. So first of all, we're about to make 2 trade depots, and so that'll be 40 stone. We're making 2.5 stone per turn, so I'd be happy to have more of that. But I also want to be able to build out a man-at-arms, which is going to require 5 steel weapons and 10 armor. We have 11 armor. We'll want at least 5 steel weapons. And making a knight would be nice too. Alright, let's see what this caravan has. They do have steel tools. I wanted steel tools for something. Let's buy the full amount. First of all, what can we sell down? We can sell a bunch of olives. Let's sell down that. We can definitely sell down some flax. Oh, it's currently cheap. So we'll hold off on flax for now. We did want some steel weapons, I believe. But first the steel tools. We'll need more gold. We'll sell down some of the stone. Sell down a bunch of this timber. Sell down a bunch of this coal. Especially since we'll soon... Oh, we're making 8 coal per turn already. So yeah, we'll just sell almost all of that down. Buy up... Oh, these steel tools are really expensive. Okay, I suppose we do have a lot of cattle. Buy a full set of steel tools, and then let's go and check what I need for men-at-arms. That's steel weapons and regular armor. So let's buy 5 steel weapons. And if we can afford that. So we can afford 1 right now. we need to produce more resources or produce treasure, and that's what I want those trading post depots for. Let's sell down some of these horses. We'll have a nice round number, maybe 25 horses. 20 horses I think is good. And we can sell down... I'd be happy to sell the flax, but I feel like it's just such a bad deal right now. Although I do have a lot of it, so fine, we'll sell a bit of the flax and buy up the 5 steel weapons that we want. Buy 4. Still need a little more. We also need food, so let's not forget about buying food. Cheese. We'll buy a little cheese. We can buy 10 cheese and sell down some of the stone. Steel weapons, we'll buy 5 of them for 200. Okay, that's good enough for now for this caravan. I don't think I want anything else just now. And we've finished training a trader. Let's train up a galley. So we do need to buy boards. 5 boards. The caravan is not currently selling boards. The wood splitter lets us build boards, and as does the hewer. Let's quickly research wood splitting, and that requires 10 tools. We currently have 23 tools. I think we'll be fine here, but just in case, let's buy a few more tools. We'll sell off all of the stone, sell off a bit of the timber, and sell off all the coal. I think we can sell off this iron as well, and then we'll buy as many tools as we can afford. So we'll buy 15 tools. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. So our settlement, we want to train. What do we got here? We were gonna go and bring this Reaper back. She is already in agriculture, and she has 10 experience, so she'll get a free upgrade. Maybe I'll train her as an oil presser, and then we'll convert all of these olives to oil. That'll be good for healing up our units, for building some of the more advanced professions, and probably for selling to the caravan. So yeah, this Reaper, she's served us well exploring the cold depths, so she can probably just live inside for now. Unless she's rowdy, I see. So if we spent 50 parchment, we could remove the rowdy trait. That might be useful. I guess for now we can just train her as a farmer, and then she can, yeah, we'll train her as a farmer. That seems good. In which case, is there anyone else I want to upgrade? This guy is our tinkerer. What happens? What's the upgrade for tinkerers? We can use 20 parchment to increase their knowledge per turn by 10, or steel. Steel or parchment. Steel costs 12 and parchment costs 30. So, 20 steel to increase our knowledge per turn. I'm not too excited about that. Let's just make treasure. Okay, so that bandit is digging in instead of attacking our trader. That's good. Okay, so this trader's out of moves. This trader still has plenty of moves. Our digger here. If we had an explorer, we could go check out these deserted villages and deserted farm. Our new clan is eloquent, faster training, as in social progressions, no other clans on the tile may commit crimes, and this clan doesn't engage in feuds with other clans. They're also afraid of water, so this guy definitely won't be sailing around to explore the seas for us. We might stick him in some sort of useful social profession. But as of right now, I wanted someone to make a bunch of wooden boards. So we've got the wood splitter, and the fastest would be to train would be this guy here, but he's already making a stone, which I'm quite happy with. We could train this guy, but that would take a whole extra turn. He is lazy and craven. Okay, fine. We'll train a wood splitter here. And we'll get back to researching inventors. In this Reaper, I wanted to retrain as, cancel that, as a farmer. That'll take only one turn, and that'll get her out of the settlement, hopefully before she starts a fight with anyone, and should also bring her health back up to full. So right now she has 80 damage, and hopefully retraining her brings her to 0 damage. Okay, so she's been trained, she didn't get into a fight with anyone, and she's now at 100% health. That's perfect. So do I want wheat from a large wheat field or grapes from a regular sized grape field? I think a wheat plantation would be good. So let's go and do that, make ourselves a permanent wheat source. And our spearman here is happy where he is. Our archer defeated those bandits. And this trader, no movement points remaining, must be within our control and must be where the river meets the water. This guy can't construct because they have no movement points remaining. I feel like they've been here for more than a turn. I'm still not entirely clear as to how or when those movement points recharge. We'll just have this guy in camp. And we'll switch back to training our board splitter. The spearman can dig in, this archer can explore this unknown land, which belongs to the somebody. Okay, so we can build a trading depot. That'll make 20 treasure per turn. Let's do it. And then this guy still has no movement points. I guess it takes a while to regenerate movement when you cross a river. It's late May. We can send this hunter out to identify these animals. And this trader, I am curious to see if we can put two trading posts right beside each other. And we cannot, and the reason is lacking sufficient stone, not within our control, and it can't be right next to another trading depot. Okay, that's fair. We could, I suppose, build one up here. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's go and head over that way. And we'll move our settlement that way as well. This archer. Oh. Okay, so the spearman will need to team up with that archer to clear this bandit camp. Oh, it's not a bandit camp. That's an actual army. These are the Slavs who we're friends with. Okay, that works for me. We've got a new clan. They are stoic and loyal, and we can now train inventors. Okay, we can move this archer back, and maybe since the Goths are currently not so happy with us, and there are bandits to the north, we'll go and move our units over in that direction. Stoic and loyal, this sounds good. Gonna study. Got inventors, and maybe it's time to research knights. This trader will move over here, and I think what we'll do is we'll pack up this settlement so that we can move over and set up another trading post depot over by this river, but that'll be for the next episode. We'll end this one here.